Hi guys, welcome to Anything and Everything podcast by Shish and Amy. We don't judge, your only job is to listen.
Why anything and everything?
Why not?
Why not?
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
You lady in neon.
Because I'm new.
No.
So,
Because you're
new.
ule wa sexy love. Sexy love. Oh! Guys,
Forget
oh
about
my
it.
goodness. Yeah, just forget about it. Oh my
Hi.
goodness. Hi, Shish.
It's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
I know that one. That's a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a reggae song.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Yes, to
We've missed you.
Tuapatea. We had a short hiatus. Hiatus. But we're back, y'all. We're back.
Hi, Amy. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How you been?
I've been well. Surviving adulting. Hi, guys. How have you been?
I've been okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you've said, hiatus.
Haters, yeah.
Yeah. But we've survived. Here we are.
Yes.
Yeah. Alive and kicking, I think. That's what matters.
That is survival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, let us just welcome you to the topic. And today we're talking about something that has been going on for a long time.
For like the longest time.
Yeah. And I don't know, there was this topic recently. It's only that we are a bit late, but better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're talking about sexual harassment.
Guys. Yes.
Yes. And I think I'll just start by maybe defining. So sexual harassment is unwelcome sexual advances, request for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical harassment of a sexual nature.
Yeah.
Yes, in very simple terms.
And sexual harassment, I feel like it's something that happens. Like you might not know it's happening to you.
Yeah.
But like it's something ongoing and it happens.
Yeah. And I think maybe we can now say like how it happens. You don't even know it like it's happening.
Exactly. So signs.
signs
of sexual
signs
harassment.
of sexual harassment. Yeah. Like sexualized jokes. Unakaa fiti na hiyo top ya green inakushow. Nyonyo.
No, the dreaded.
See, I was trying to sexualize the joke. Or I should have said what boobs.
But that's one of them.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
So, and it's so inappropriate. And I honestly hate a sexualized joke.
I feel like we should, like, you should know, like, bro, checky, like, that's how we roll. Like, if me and you were boys, but then no.
No, me, I feel like even if you're like my friend, like I wouldn't be comfortable. Like it's okay if it's a girl, but if it's a guy, I just feel like hata kama ni friendship, let us have that boundary. Because I'd be so uncomfortable if a guy made the same comment like I just made to you right now. I'd laugh, yes, with you, but I'd feel so uncomfortable later.
But do you feel like, is there like a line? You've mentioned boundaries.
Yeah.
But is there like a line? Like, do you allow like certain people to? Like, okay, so this person can make such a joke or such a comment to you, but then the other person can't.
Like a guy.
Yeah. Like a guy, a chick. Because it happens, it's both ways.
Yeah, I've never even thought about it actually. But yes, I feel like I'd have a bias over who I'd want to make such a joke with me. Because there's someone anaweza kuambia and like, what the fuck? Where hatujuani hivyo. And then there's another person be like, we wacha hizo jokes. Yeah. So I feel like there's that. So what does that mean? That you're allowing yourself to be sexually harassed?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's okay. If there's a line.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's very true. The second one is unwelcome unwelcome physical contact. Like you're going for a hug and this person decides, you know what?
Mkono yangu haiwezi tulia.
Haiwezi tulia. Like, like lazima nikuguze mahali. Stop that, guys. Please stop that.
You know, like we can joke about it right
Yeah.
now, but it's not actually funny.
No, it's not funny.
Because it gets so offensive.
Yeah, and it makes you so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I want to imagine also men go through. I wonder if women touch men without their
Inappropriately.
Yeah, inappropriately. Wanaguza wapi? Oh, I can think of
No, I feel like for guys, it's, I don't want to say like they're safe because like you can only touch one place.
You can touch his ass. Wouldn't that make someone uncomfortable? Because I don't think they like being touched there. I'm just imagining, and if you're a guy, you can tell us. But I would imagine if a girl hugs you and groups your ass as a man, you'd feel some type of way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sindo. Yeah.
Or even also like for the inappropriate like touching, there's this case, yeah, in a matatu. Yani, wewe hata una shughuli na mtu, like you're just seated, and then this guy, like I'm like, let me just say this guy, cause I'm a chick, like I don't know if men go through it, but like since wewe hata hauna choice, like you just have to board this matatu.
Exactly.
So umekaa kando ya like this other person, and then like he's like, they just, you know, like their hands.
Mbona huwezi fungua dirisha bila kupitia? You know, why is your hand passing so close to my chest?
Yeah, and that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's
and
really...
also these ones who wekele their hands on your thigh, and you know, they're just trying to seem so unbothered, like wanaendelea tu na maisha yao normally.
Like,
but his hand is on his thigh. Exactly. Yeah, and also like maybe in a situation where like umepata gari imejaa na mnasimama kwa matatu, and then there's a guy behind you.
Yeah.
That's
uncomfortable. There's a friend of mine who was giving me a story of so she was at work.
Yeah.
And then so she had a question to ask. So she went and like you see how it's like a staircase. So like this comes, so it's so involuntary. Like when we do it, we don't know we're actually doing it. But then you just like put your leg, like maybe your left foot on the staircase, and then you bend over, and then you're talking to the person you're talking to, amekaa chini. So there's this now like a senior person to her just passed, you know. You can't even say, excuse me, may I pass? So like this nigga was literally like, you know, forcing himself. And this baby, like, she was so disgusted, and it really bothered her. So, and then this guy also comes after knowing, because he did it intentionally. It was so intentional. After knowing what he did, he came back and told this chika, ilikuwa kwanza time Valentine's, told this chika ati he had a chocolate. Ati, I'll give you this chocolate only if you give me your number.
Exactly. I don't even have words. It's disgusting.
It's so disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And then, like, just to think that this is your workplace.
Exactly.
You know, like, that's where you're headed.
That's where we're headed, yeah.
But
I don't know why would someone make going to work so uncomfortable for you?
Exactly.
Because you literally cannot even imagine that you're waking up and going to meet this person at work. Na lazima uende kazi ama utacha kazi because someone, and also I feel like this is something that limits us. Utacha kazi juu mtu amekushika inappropriately, amefanya vitu. Anyway, let's just go there. Let's just go there.
What? Anyway, so I feel like now since we are here, let's continue like talking about like sexually like being harassed at your workplace.
Yeah. So
like you can maybe you can tell us like some of the ways that you know you're being sexually harassed at your workplace.
So I think the most common one is the one where, you know, like someone who's a superior comes and katias you, of course. Comes and lazima do yani hizi vitu happen.
Yani it happens all the
it's like a no-brainer. Sometimes you even get that anxiety of, you see someone who is your superior is a man, and you start feeling, oh my God, am I headed here? Because the minute like you'll ask for a promotion or a pay rise, that conversation will come up.
Yeah.
So have dinner with me, have a drink with me. Let's go out. Acha nikupeleke out for a drink.
Have you ever experienced such?
Yes. But now what happened to me, and also one thing that is very common is these people will katia like almost all of you. So either nyo wote mwingia box ama mwenye ataingia box anapita na yeye. And that is very common. So me, yes, it did happen. There's a place I used to work, and of course I had a superior of mine who was a man, and I was so young at that time. You know, when I think of these things, I'm like, kwani huko unaona, I'm literally like a minor, surely, hata ukinikuja with those advances.
How old were you?
I think I was 19. I was just fresh out of high school, or 18, mali hapo. So, you know, like this guy, he comes, anakuchekesha chekesha, nini nini. And the minute you refuse those advances, oh my God. Yani, job inakuwa a living hell.
Yeah.
Like, he would make our lives so difficult. I remember even one time I almost got fired just because, and I was like, looking back at everything, it's only because nilikata hiyo mambo yake, you know. And this is something that happens to so many women, and even I think men also, because I can imagine if you're a man and your superior is a mama and she katias you and you refuse, my friend, will have a hard time at that place. Yeah. Is it something that maybe you've experienced also? And like, what was your experience?
Yeah. I think I've gone through that. But then at that time, like I didn't even realize like
exactly.
I'm being sexually harassed.
Yeah.
Because like the worst thing is you don't know how to act.
That's true.
So like, and I think it has happened to me twice. And one, hata nimekumbuka sai ulinikumbusha, like I wasn't even like. So there was this employer of mine, and he was a guka. Like, so when I say nikisema guka, I just
alikuwa na nini?
Eh?
Alikuwa na stick.
No, but literally you could, like, he was so old, like he was older than my dad.
So old enough actually to be your grandpa.
Yeah, because actually his grandchild is my friend. Like we're the same age.
Okay.
Literally, like born the same year.
I think men have no shame.
Guy. So yani this guy, like he literally, like he was forcing me anipeleke out. So haya, mi nimefanya job, nimefanya kazi yangu vizuri, and then he comes, he's like ananipatia ka 1,000, and he's like, shika hii ununue lunch. I'm like, haya, okay. Like I was so young.
Yeah, I know, you're so happy.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was like, hi, kumbe nikifanya job vizuri, you know,
Unapata
you're being
ka bonus,
appreciated.
yes.
Yeah. Ha! So it continued until one day he was like, no, after sana nimetoka, he was like, he wants to take me out for a drink. And mind you, he doesn't drink. Because I know alifanya nijue. I'm sure hujui. There's a place in Westlands called Njogonas.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know
They need
Njogonas.
kienyeji food. Or is it called Njuguna?
It's a very good spot.
Oh,
so
okay.
me, I was like, what? Nikatae kwenda, and then he fires me or something. So I was like, what? Let me just go.
Yeah.
And then do you know this guka had the audacity of telling me ati na next time ukuje ukiwa ready. I swear till today that statement bothers me.
Oh my God. Ready for?
I don't know.
Was he ready to die? Because why would he ask that? Clearly. Why would you? You were just a child.
I was a child.
You're a child.
Yeah. And then after, as if that wasn't enough, like, so I switched jobs. Then I went to another place.
Yeah.
So this guy, he was a director at that place. So nikiwa kampia, like I was still a rookie at that place, and I didn't know, maybe that's his behavior. I came to find out. But then this guy was, every time he comes, anitaka ofisi, and then he's like, I hug him, like he wanted me to hug him. So Mimi, I'm there like, I mean, you're my employer.
Yeah.
So, sawa, sinisalamu, umekuja, sinisalamu. What? Until now it became a thing. I was like, nope, we are not
Yeah.
doing this.
This is
And
not
then
okay.
now I learned how to handle it. And since I learned how to handle it,
So how are you handling it? Just
ilifika point now, since like sa nimemjua,
yeah.
nilikuwa nakataa. I was like, nope. Salamu tosheka na za, you know.
And then when you kataa, did things change? Did you notice like anakutreat differently?
Yeah. And then now he went to another chika.
Exactly.
Like,
And I feel like that's the system.
exhausting.
It's so
man.
And then one thing also, I usually wonder, like, of course I can't judge someone who gives in because I don't know, maybe hata threaten or whatever. But anyway, everyone knows the situation and I can't judge someone. But I usually wonder, like, when you give in, do you usually feel like, if I don't continue with this, I might lose my job? Because, regardless, yes, because whether you give in or you don't, to him, you're just another chick who's around, who's available.
Yeah.
Umeingia box, so you're the next victim.
That's why,
Crazy.
as I said, like, you normally don't know how to act.
Yeah.
It's just a very sticky situation.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
Just finish. Because I feel like I'm umepotea.
No, Nivenya, I think I'm just so invested in this. Now that I think about it, I'm like, why? And this thing was happening.
Yeah.
And I was so oblivious. Hata sikuwa najua, like, it's a thing.
And I think what's most annoying for me is that they will do this with every girl. Like, kwanza, you see, like, when you mmeka kwa kampuni for some time and then you see a new chick has come, you're just like, oh my God, here we go again. And these people don't have shame. Like, we don't have to, they're flirting with the new chick and they're like, oh my goodness, nimwambie, nisimwambie. And then also, do you ever get that dilemma? Niambie, nisimwambie. Because utamwambia seme namchomea whatever, namwonea wivu.
Exactly.
Ama ukose kumwambia and then you see like she's... Anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, also, there's something when we're discussing this topic, you mentioned something about how, now this is like another way like of being sexually harassed.
Yeah.
Where we're in town, like you can't even walk without a trench coat. Like, you guys know Amy. Of course,
yes, exactly. And let me tell you, maybe I think in town I have been harassed so many times. It's gotten to a point where I have so much anxiety. Nikitembea kwa barabara, I just feel like someone will spank me because it has happened, Like, you're just walking innocently and someone just spanks you.
Out of nowhere.
And they continue with their day like nothing happened. And it's not just me. Like, I have a friend of mine who we actually look almost the same. What? Sorry, it's a bit funny because she was actually spanked by a mad person. Like, cheesy. She told me the story. I was like, I'm going to check and then we'll then we'll be sad about it because mbona wanafanya hivyo? I remember even there's a guy who spanked me and he started pretending he's drunk. Like, clearly you're not drunk. So yeah, it's actually gotten to a point where when I walk in town, I have to have my ass covered because I don't feel safe anymore. I'm wearing trench coats. I don't even like wearing trench coats. Who even likes it? Na hakuna baridi, but you'll always find me in a very ugly trench coat. Kwanza, it's like when I go to town, I want to be the ugliest version of myself that I can ever be so that I don't get that attention. Yeah. Because
like, just because it's not safe now.
It's not safe
for you
actually.
Anymore.
Yeah, it's not safe for you anymore. Hata inaweza kuwa mchana. And even the catcalling, auntie, unakapoa, unakafiti. It's, I don't know, in a way. And then also, like, they'll call you that and ukatae kutana ama ukatae kuongea, sasa the matusi start. I'm not ready for that.
Because ni shy to see wa. Wow.
I get matusi almost on a daily basis. Alikwambia nini? Alikwambia unaringa na una nini? Those people are mean.
But why? Like, I'd want to know if men go through this.
But imagine women catcalling alafu anze kukutusi usipokubali kutana. Don't you feel like men have it easy?
Yeah.
Okay, in a way. I'm not saying that they don't, But I'm just like, it's very hard for you to find a group of women. Wanze kuambia, when they're whistling, we unakaa poa, we handsome. And then you don't turn and they're like, kwenda huko hata una manzi. You know, someone told me unakataa kushikwa utapata mimba aje. Mi sitaki yako, we mbona unanishika la.
And then it's like, I don't see jokes, like it's just, there are certain two phrases zenye they use ati let me just think of one.
It's the humiliation that comes after.
Ati ata hazikuji. Anyways, I'll mention before tumalize.
Yeah.
But they're just certain phrases. Kama venye umesema ati uliambiwa nini?
Unakataa kushika utapata jemimba. And that time, that person has literally like dropped you. Hata kama si amekushika, you know. And it's in town. And let me tell you, it's so humiliating because everyone will turn and look at you. So you are trying to just pretend like it's Aijani boy with the life. But me, I don't like it. Kabisa.
Anyways.
And also another one I've remembered is stalking. I've remembered, that stalking,
sexual harassment.
Can also be like a form of harassment. And I think that this is also something, oh my God, kwani mimi ni victim tu kila kitu. This is something that I've gone through like so many times. You know, like someone stalks you, steals your photos, starts catering men with your photos, asking for money. And you're like, oh my goodness, what's all this? What's happening? You know, and or not even that, or someone anakustalk aniba picha zako anza kusema ni demu yake. You know, okay, it's not sexual harassment, but that is harassment.
Yeah. Have you gone through like that? Whatever you're talking about?
Yeah, I did. I have. There's a guy, a very short guy, who was in love with me apparently, and so he got my number mysteriously. I don't know how. So invited me for coffee. I didn't go. So, kumbe when I post my photos, he's taking them. Until one time, I'm just seeing him on his status saying, my girlfriend is hotter than yours. And when I look at the photo, I'm like, this person looks like me.
You're the girlfriend.
Kumbe I'm the girlfriend who's hotter than theirs. I was like, guy, what are you doing?
No,
yeah, I have no idea. So I was like, in my head,
that's fucked up.
That's really fucked up. So I was like, is this what you're going around telling people, that I'm actually your girlfriend? Na mpaka uko na proof. Ndio demu yangu. Demu yangu kwanza ni mhot kushina mademu zote. Guy. There's that incident. There's also another incident of a guy. I think I turned down this guy. And he took my photos.
From Instagram.
That time I think Facebook was the thing. So he took most of them from Facebook, the ones I used to post on WhatsApp, and then he impersonated me. So profile picture that he's using with his number, it's my photo. And then you see now what made this, it was a whole case, by the way, because he went ahead and started catering boyfriend, my friend. So, you know, my friend is coming up to me like, why are you talking to my boyfriend? Like, who the fuck is your boyfriend? He's like, Sindo easy, I have receipts. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh shit.
This is completely nuts. I watch this in movies. It's never happened. Like, come tunajua, it can't be happening to me. So we cleared out the issue, and you know, like when I followed up and we found that this guy was actually mtu mwenye we were working with. So you see, it was just like, what the fuck? So many what the fucks. Yes. So yes, I've gone through it.
No, I've never gone through it, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Oh my goodness.
You know, when we're mentioning about like, you know, you see how like in town you can't walk, like it's so unsafe.
Yeah.
You can't walk literally without like a trench coat or something. Yeah. So I forgot to give him my experience. And you know, like I don't show my cleavage
Yeah, she doesn't. Such a saint.
So like this one time where I'm like, I sinizangu, I mean,
Ni zangu.
wachana na mimi, they're
Thank you. Ni
mine.
zangu.
So, and then you walk in town
Mm.
and like guys are just there shouting like, sijui uko na sijui ni Brookside sijui
They call you Brookside.
what?
I think I was also told one time unatunyonyesha.
That's another phrase.
That's a common one, yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, sawa, acha nirudi to my bubble.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going through this.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like, are we the only ones who don't like that attention? Because me, I see babes out there and, they look good and whatever, and they're really not trying to hide it at all. So I'm like, are we the only people who get uncomfortable? Because there's a very small majority of us or
Yeah.
something. But I think anyway, maybe they've never gone through something like that. For me, I would never want to again. Yeah. Unless I get my own car and I can wear what I want. Otherwise, no.
Anyways, so moving forward, do you think like is there a way to curb this? Like, is there a way for us to avoid, maybe like being sexually harassed at your workplace, at home? Oh, let me even mention that like it doesn't have to be like your workplace or even school,
Yeah.
any learning institution. It can be your family.
Yeah, it can
like
be
people
home.
from your family.
Yeah.
Like people get harassed by their uncles.
But your cousin will
Your
come and
cousins.
touch you inappropriately and you'll just laugh with him.
Yeah.
But anakuharass sexually. And
that's fucked up.
it's so fucked up. Oh my God. When you think about sexual harassment, I don't know. But I don't even have an answer to that.
Kwa workplace, like it gets really bad such that you see when you try to report like maybe any scenario of being sexually harassed, then now all of a sudden maybe like what wanna like they like move away from you.
That's true.
Like you get all the bad treatment
Yeah.
at work.
Kwanza the
Maybe
bad treatment.
Yeah.
And there's and this is so unfortunate, but there's a friend of mine who shared and said that actually when you get to report to HR, not all of them, but most of them just brush it off. They won't say it, but they'll be like, see what tumepitia.
Yeah.
So hawatasema directly, but they'll just brush it off. And that happens so many times. And that HR, you'll be so surprised, might even be a woman.
Do you know, funny thing? You see the case, Mepianapa, like the example of my friend.
Yeah.
Because she told me there was actually a HR, like where she was, and it's a lady.
Yeah.
And after now, this guy came and akamwambia ati I'll give you this chocolate only if kama utanipatia namba yako. Do you know this HR woman, like she had the audacity of laughing it off and akachukua hiyo chocolate. She was like, ati wewe acha kupenda chocolate yangu.
Oh my
And I'm like,
so I feel like that's enabling whatever
that's
is happening.
Like enabling, yeah. And she was there when she saw this guy like akikuja nyuma ya udem.
Yeah. I when I think about it, I'm just like, sadly, I don't feel like it's something that's gonna end today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even when they did the BBC story, somewhere in another company, it's happening the same way, it just at different people, but it's just happening. And even like there were conversations on radio and people are like, oh, do you think this thing can stop? Even if you talk about it, you're the one who'll be... Kwanza, by the way, they'll put the situation so uncomfortable for you, you'll just end up quitting that job.
Yeah.
So,
the BBC story. It's the one for Kericho.
Yeah, the tea.
Yeah. Oh. Like, this is so sad. Like, just come to think of it, like this guy was literally like sleeping with everyone. Even old women.
Everyone.
It's very
As long as
disgusting.
you're a woman. Everyone. And I tend to think that that is just an example of what happens in all institutions as go evil.
Yeah.
Like you give me something in return. And let me even tell, yes, I've remembered. Even if, like how you can have like a connection, kuna mtu najua, and you want them to help you get maybe a job.
Yeah.
And they'll start akoka, let's go out. We talk more about it. The minute you kubali to go out, that is where your mambo yako na job inaishia. Because you'll never get that job unless you give that person what they want. So really, how can it ever stop? Because you see, you're going innocently because you really think sometimes that this person is going to help you get that job because they're in a position to help you get that job. But that's a story in a divert, and it, it's
Do you know, I remember, I think I was once in such a situation, Ninye.
Yeah.
Like I had to entertain this particular person just because, like they want your connection.
Yeah,
as you
your
said
connect.
it.
Yeah, true.
Yani, like you take like the jokes, like the sexual jokes.
Just imagine.
Very inappropriate. Sawa. They take you out, like they, but just because you don't have an option.
That's true. And I feel like they usually know you're desperate. I don't know why, but anajua uko desperate. I think that's where the problem begins. And it's true, you are desperate. So literally there's nothing you can do, know.
Just come to think of it, like this thing happens. You can't even say that it's something that happens like secretly.
Yeah.
Because it's happening even in the open. You remember that mama mwenye she was sexually harassed by a Buddha guy?
Yeah.
Some time ago, I think last year.
And it's not even some, it's a lot of them. Like, and even like also this is something that I've gone through, but even like you take a bolt and like she said, you feel like you don't have an option but to entertain. Because me, my driver alinifikisha penye nilikuwa naenda, and then he started all this. He's not opening the car for me. Hajafungua na nimefika. So he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Unakaa poa.
Unajua nimekatiwa na bokorido.
Driver.
Yeah, a bolt guy.
Guy, let me tell you, una tense.
Mpaka juzi, like I saw, thank God nilikuwa na Truecaller, there's a very strange number.
Yeah.
Because I blocked him and I reported him. So I saw, because I marked his name, and I was like, oh man. Yani muka, mpaka anememake atanipenda.
How did it go from me being a customer to a potential wife?
Guy.
But this particular guy is not opening the door for me. So anaanza kuniambia unakaa poa. So me, here, there are two instances, there are two things you can do. You either start retaliating or whatever, or you just be nice, listen to what he's saying, ndo akufungulia.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. So I was there, nikamwambia, kesho hata naenda kanisa, yes. He asked nikuje nikupik. I was like, saa ngapi?
Why do I feel like you're giving my story?
I swear. Akaruza nikuja nikupik saa ngapi? I was like, unajua mi wamka. You can even, and deep down in my heart, I'm tensing. I'm like, asiponifungulia semetone naye home tadu nini. I didn't share this ride with anyone. The ride is over, so I can't share it. Hey, nikamwambia around saa 6 hapo itakuwa poa. Sawa, sinikupigie basi. I was like, ndio hii namba yako, ndio hii tu namba yangu wewe nipigie. And he's like, oh, beauty. And I said that guy took like 5 minutes before talking up and do. I think he wanted to see naenda nyumba gani. Laugh all you want, guys, but let me tell you. I was scared shit. I was scared shitless. Apana, guy. Not ever used to be in such a situation.
Guy. That's really fucked up. And then it's how you're saying, and the fact that I can relate with what you're saying. What?
And it's just all of them. Hata wanduthi. Unashanga sasa guy.
Mimi kwanza my dude game when nimekuja na yeye, yani I had to entertain him. Guy.
Sometimes you feel like hauna option. Sawa basi wewe niambie tu.
And then I was stuck in traffic. Yani I have no choice. And then ile anaongea and he's talking. And then it's his key. So you're like,
So it's like kabisa. Oh, this needs to end, manze. But an Uber driver would behave.
It's not even funny.
It's not funny.
Like it's really not a safe world anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Because unafikiria tu at any point msee anaweza divert direction asinipeleke kwenye naenda. See, it happens. Hey, well, I don't know. It's just not safe out here. It's not.
Well, I think when I grow up, I'll just open like I don't know, like a spot for people. Because I feel like someone should do something about it. Because like no action is taken.
No.
It's just something like continuous, like since.
Yeah, because he'll drop me off and he'll go pick another person and just do the same thing, So what do you think really can be done, honestly?
Huh? I don't know.
Because ukisema, now you're the bad person. I don't know.
Yeah.
And also, the people you tell start blaming you. Mbona ulikubali? Oh. Mbona ulianza kucheka na yeye? What option did I have?
I think like what maybe I think people should just take, like action to their behavior. Like own it. You see, okay, I know this is not a solution, but I feel like if sawa basi, like nimekugaza inappropriate, like in a matatu, but just own up to that and just apologize.
I'll ask, have you ever called out someone for inappropriately touching you or a joke you didn't like? You didn't?
No.
I don't think I've ever also. And I want to ask, Sasa, are we contributing to it? Because if you hug me and drop my ass and I don't like it and I tell you, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Sifanyi hivyo tena.
All of a sudden, mikono zako ni fupi, hazitoki hapa, Nimekuhug. Lakini sasa mikono haziwezi rudi. Ziko stuck here.
I don't even like hugging men. Honestly, mi ni kama nilipata tu phobia. Because that has happened to me. Ama mtu anakufinya. I can't breathe. All this just to feel.
Imagine me, I want to feel what they feel. Just at this point.
I know. Because I really try to understand, like I usually want them to imagine if me I'm hugging you and I'm pressing this part up na your part yako so that I just feel. You'd be so uncomfortable. So why are you doing it to me?
Yeah.
Me, I think as part of the solution, I really try to avoid these situations. I need to hug. You try to like, kwetu mbali. But if you can avoid it, just avoid it. Yeah, just avoid.
I think that's the only thing we can do, like just avoid. But then there's just some cases you can't avoid.
Exactly.
For example, at your workplace.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel... Let's just try and make it a better place.
Yeah, because you don't feel safe. I wanted to say even sometimes I'm glad I work with like women only. Because I don't get to experience men.
Yeah.
And partly, as much as working with women can be a bit difficult, I am happy. I'm just happy. I'm just like, oh my God, no one is going to touch me inappropriately. I won't feel awkward because I didn't laugh at your silly jokes. No, I don't know. I just feel some relief. Yeah.
And I'm sorry if we're just, trying to talk about men, but that's just us. Like, that's what we go through.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know if, like, men actually go through that.
And
so you guys maybe can tell us.
Yeah, we're open to, like, experiences where men have gone through these things. Because I know they do.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm very sure there are women who don't have manners, natakushika too, and laugh it off and come, squeeze uko sensitive. Una catch? Kwani hujapenda? And it's just weird. People are weird. Oh my God.
And then it's just how like they brush it off with when you do jokes.
Exactly. Kwanza hiyo kwani hujui jokes? Mi sijuangi jokes. Mi don't.
Nikikushika ita reduce size.
Hata ijapungua.
Guy. Yo, it's not good. Sipoa. Like I think like we should all like take a responsibility to making this like a better place. I don't know. Because there's no avoiding it. It's
it was just like the way you're saying. I won't nitapanda hiyo matatu. Because how am I going to get home? I'll take that matatu. But you even try to avoid, unaangalia wapi ndo penye dem amekaa. Nikae tu na dem mwenzangu because unless anikelelesha ama kuwe na ma stress zake, shouldn't try anything weird.
Yeah.
But surely kwanza ya matatu.
And kwanza kwetu, kuja kwetu, please kuja na gari yako.
Kwenye wapi?
Home kwetu.
Oh yeah. Hey, kina Shishi, they have those two matatus. Where you sit and you're just sandwiched there. Just sandwiched.
And you can do shit about it.
Yeah, you can't.
Like me, there's this guy mwenye aki, I swear, I think maybe mkono yake ilikuwa numb, I don't know, but haikuwa inatoka. Haikuwa inatoka hapo. Like I'm trying, but haitoki.
Ilikuwa numb. Ilikuwa megandi.
Ilikuwa megandi hapa.
Pata msopu hapa. I was in a matatu and this, just like the guka you mentioned, mwingine tu. And this person looks so, hatuwezi fikiria. And akona mizigo. So I'm wondering, you know what? There's so much temperature on my thigh. It can't be sweating.
I'm hot, ni sawa. I'm hot lakini.
Yes. I'm like, it's hot in here. It's probably me, but this is too much. That old hag just had hiyo audacity yenye huyo wako alikuwa nayo. Imagine his hand was here. And then I was like, unafanya nini, because I'm so shocked. Unafanya nini? And then he started pretending and that's one thing also. The minute you try and call out someone, especially like in a matatu, they start making you look like a crazy. Kushika nini. So this one, he moved seats. And now everyone is looking at me. And now it's, of
all
course,
of a sudden you're the bad one.
I'm the bad one. Because ni mzee.
So
mzee anaweza kushikia nini? Mpea mzee heshima yake. Anda niheshimu. Ananiongeza tu joto yenye sijaitisha. I mean, this thing. If people need to feel safe, kindly.
Manze, guy.
I just want to feel safe. And it
starts with me and you. Like, please, can we?
But like you said, I feel like even if you won't change like the whole whatever, just call out someone. Yeah, as much as you said we don't do it, but just have the courage to do it. Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we had for you. Not unless
we live with that kwa sababu this thing is not about to end.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if we asked, we'll just say like women, like we just got a group of 5 women, just 5. Everyone will give us their own experiences. And it's going to be like, oh my goodness, is this the thing you're going through at work, at home, with your friends, at school? Oh my God, at school.
With lecturers.
Because even lecturers do that. Guy.
Hapana, tuachie tu hapo because... Let's not go there. I don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there.
Should never go there. Anyway, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for, your continued support.
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the love.
We're almost at 600 subs. Please tell your friends.
Tufikeni hapo. Road to 1K. But anyway, you guys have been so awesome.
Yeah.
And continue. We like, there's a guy who just called me and he was like, yo, you guys, I like what you're doing. And that thing, like,
exactly.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He just called me to tell me, like, you guys just continue what you're doing. And I'm like, oh.
these topics, as much as we, there's just someone that resonates na, there's another one it won't. And when it does with someone, sorry, you get so much feedback, so good feedback. Unasikia like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, touching lives of one person at a time. Anyway, guys,
That's
we're
it.
out.
Next time.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.